Hi, I'm Allie with Potomac Beads. Let me show you how to make these Lyra earrings that are using some new Potomac bead pearl drops. These are also in this month's subscription box, so if you want to check out these subscription boxes and get 3 surprise kits shipped to you each month, go ahead and check here. As always, if you need any materials, you can look below the video in the description, hit that show more button there, and that'll drop you down to get back to our website. Gather up your supplies and let's get started. So to begin, we have our ring here, and for this, I am using an endless ring, and I'm using a 30 millimeter Athenacast Perfect Endless Ring. And we have some new products here, which are of Potomac pearls, and these are in a 6 by 9 millimeter drop. Delicas, 11-0s, 15-0s, and then some 3 millimeter bicones. You can certainly use different size bicones. It's not going to affect this too much. First thing we're going to do is take some size 6 dragon thread, and I have about 4 feet on my size 11 needle here, and I'm going to tie it onto the form. You can determine whether or not you love this, hate this, want to do the full thing. Extra materials were given. This is one of our subscription box projects, and I like to teach new skills and new things to learn as we are looking at this. So what I'm going to do first is we are going to begin with our ladder stitch here, which is going to start that fringe. We're going to do 2 high, 1, 2, and we're going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So the first thing we're going to do is grab 1 and 2. Those are our 2 beads, and then we're going to grab 3 and 4. Drop those 2 sets of 2 down next to your form. You are going to go back into the first set of 2. That's going to get those nice and tightly next to one another. And then I'm going to go through the 2 that I just added. I'm going to go around the form, kind of tucking it down into the middle. Needle goes to the bottom. I'm going to go back through then and around the form, going through the 2 Delicas that are there. Nice tight pull. There we go. And now that I have my first 2 on, I'm going to add my third. Take that one on there. We are going to go back through the last 2 to get them to sit right next to the 2 that were just there. So we're kind of doing a ladder stitch, and then we attach it to the loop. Now, why am I doing this? I'm doing it this way because I found that it sits the best. I did the bottom and the top of my sample piece different ways, and I liked the way that the bottom sat better, and that's the way that we are doing it here. So after I go back, I'm going back through the 2 I just added, once again underneath the form, over the top of the form and down. Oop. Nice tight pull there. And that's my third one. We're going to continue again. I'll show you one more. And then we've got 6 total that we have to do. 2 beads on, go back through the 2 in a circle. Threads coming out the bottom, you go into the top. Get those 2 laying next to the 2 you just did. Go back up through those 2 that you just put on underneath the form. Over the top of the form, down through those 2, and I've got 2 more sets of 2 to go.
This month, it's not 1 look, it's 3. 3 moods, 3 moments, 3 completely different styles. The puffy cathedral bracelet, bold, fresh, effortless. The Lyra Drop Earrings, light, elegant, a little dramatic. The winter aurora pendant, soft shimmer, subtle sparkle. 3 unique designs, 1 subscription. Plus, a free bead on it board and cover to create these stunning pieces. Subscribe today and create them all from Potomac Beads.
Now that we're coming out of the last and 6th row of that ladder stitch there, we're coming out the bottom here. And what I'm going to do is add to that strand, and I have done. I've done a pattern of 3 11-0s followed by 1 of my Delica beads, 1 tiny 15-0 in there, followed by another one of my 11s, my bicone, 11, 15 Delica, 3 more 11s. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I am going to add 1 and 2 more Delicas. We're basically going to repeat at the bottom the same thing that we did at the top. I'm adding those 2 there. just like we did at the top. I'm gonna flip it just so it's easier to hold. I'm gonna go around the form and back out through the last two. Going through those Delicas, I'm coming out down through the form, nice tight pull. And now what I'm gonna do is get ready to add my next two. I'm gonna add my next two Delicas here at the bottom, circle back through in that same ladder stitch, going out through the bottom of those two, keeping my needle to the top of the piece. And this first row is gonna slide. After this, it gets a lot easier. Pull that down so you don't see a ton of extra thread showing. Get that nice and tight by pulling those second two beads. Tighten that up, get rid of that extra slack. All right, so now you see those two beads right along. Going back up through those two beads under the form. And just like we did previously, coming back down through those two beads. And now instead of adding the next two Delicas on right away, I'm going to do my next row. So my next row is going to model the first row a little bit, and it's going to change ever so slightly. This one I'm going to put a 15 before and after my 4mm or my 3mm crystal in the middle. All right, so I have my grouping of beads on, and again, the only change that I made was adding an additional 15-0 onto that 2mm bead. I'm coming through then after adding them, and that bead just wants to head up. I'm gonna go through the two beads that are second in line on the top ladder stitch. So going through those two beads, once again, I'm gonna go around the form here. You can put the fringe on now, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I just wanna teach you how to do the lines, and then we'll worry about the fringe after that. I'm gonna go up and around the form, and I'm gonna come down through the next two beads of that ladder stitch at the top. We're gonna do the same thing as we did previously on this next row. So we're doing 1, 2, and 3 of our 11s, followed by one Delica, followed by a 15, 11, 15, going in and putting in our crystal in the middle. And this crystal is actually going to be shared 2 times. The next row, row number 4, we're going to share back through that middle crystal. So we're only going to actually end up with 5 crystals in the middle of our form. After doing this here, I put my crystal on. All right. So now I have my line of my seed beads and my crystal here, like I've been doing. And once again, I'm going to add 2 Delicas to the bottom. I'm going to go through those 2 Delicas that are already there. And again, now that it's here, it's easier. We're going to link through those 2, just like we did with all the other ladder stitch. I'm going to pull nice and tight so I don't have any extra thread showing. Going up through those 2 Delicas under my form. Back down through those 2 Delicas. And now I'm going to ladder stitch on my next row. So here's 1 and 2 beads going up through here, back through. It's almost like you're building a little puzzle box there. 2 beads go on underneath the form. Needle comes back through those 2 Delicas. And now here's where it slightly changes in the middle for the pattern. You can see the 3mm are definitely bigger than the seed beads. So here, flipping it, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing that crystal in the middle. So I'm still doing my 3 11-0 seed beads, then I'm doing my Delica, then I have my 15-0 and 11-0 and 15-0. Instead of adding another crystal, I'm going through the crystal that's already there, pulling that nice and tight on my thread, never my needle. And now back into here at the top, 15, 11, 15. And as I do that, then I'm just going to continue my seed beads as I add them up through the top, go through the top here of row number 4, come down 5, and we're going to repeat row number 2. Now that we have this established, I'm in my last line here. Remember, the only thing that changes there is I take the 15 out. Why? Because the ring gets smaller and that length gets shorter as you're working along it. Going up through those last 2, And I'm going to give a nice tight pull there. And now you can do whatever you want at this point. I'm going to decorate the top when I go through the middle two here with an 11-0 on each side, share the crystal, and go up through the wire guard. On the bottom, there's 6 rows, so in between each of those, almost like a herringbone group of 3, we're going to do some drops. Since I'm on this side here, I'm going to treat this as the bottom, and I'm going to do my first set of my drop. That's going to be 1 11-0 followed by one of my crystals, 1 11-0, and then our new pearls. These new pearls we're going to do from top to bottom. We are going to do 1, 2, and 3 as I fling them around the mat here. 3 beads, and now we're going to go back up through our pearl, back up through our 11, back up through our crystal, and instead of going back into row number 1 that my thread is coming out of, I'm going to tuck to the back and I'm going to come out of row number 2 of that stitch. Nice tight pull, making sure you don't see a lot of extra thread. I always pull at the beads on the bottom of whatever I'm hanging down of that little picot trim to do that as well. I'm now going to come down row number 3 of my ladder there at the bottom. We're going to add 3 of our 11-0s. 1, 2, 3, followed by 1 crystal. Again, you can use whatever you want at the bottom. I gave you extra pearls if you got the kit, so that way you could have extra beads. 1, 2, and 3 as well. From here, I'm going to go back up through the pearl, back up through the beads here, and then once again go underneath the form just like I did on the other one, and go to the next row, which would be row number 4, and we're back up through that. Tighten those up, make sure you don't see any extra thread, make sure that picot trim goes into that little triangle form. Go down through row number 5 here of your ladder stitch. And now back to the first one, crystal with an 11-0 on each side. Drop side down, going through this small side first. 1, 2, 3 15-0s to create the little picot trim and to hold the drop in place. Back up through the drops, and it's long awaited that we should have had the drops. Missing this design for sure for a while. And then up through those beads. As I come up through those beads, this will give me an opportunity to go back up through the entire line here, which is nice because I left it a little bit loose by accident just getting into that first ladder stitch row. I'm going right up through that line, and my needle wants to stop at the ring. I'm going to take that needle out. I need to grab with my plier there. Going around here, making sure that tightens up. And now I'm going to work my way, now that I have the bottom there, I'm going to work my way into the middle to at the top. Down through row number 2 as we work our way from left to right on this time. Up through row number 3, which gets me to one of the middle 2 rows. 3 and 4 are my middle. Coming out the top here, I'm going to do an 11-0. I'm going to add a crystal. I'm going to grab my wire guard, wire protector, wire guard, wire guardian. We're going into that U-channeled shaped metal piece. We're going to come down through that U-channel. I'm going to go back through that crystal. Just the crystal. Come out after the crystal. We're going to add 1 more 11-0. And we're going to go down through row number 4. Now we're going to reinforce, going back up through number 3, going back through the 11 crystal, down, back through the 4. As I come back down, then after that, I'm going to take my needle and thread down towards this side, get my thread ends together, and tie them off. The last thing I'm going to do then is open up my ear wire. Whenever you open up your ear wire, you always want to make sure that you pull by opening to the side. Get the drop on, close that up, and there you have your Lyra Drop Earrings. Nice, fun, and funky set. You can also obviously make this as a pendant. If you want to do the rest of the sides of it and don't want the free-floating crystals in the middle, you can shorten and start decreasing the amount of your seed bead rows. Kept that option available by giving you extra supplies in your kit. Thanks so much for joining me in creating these Lyra earrings. Remember, if you want to check out the subscription boxes, go ahead and look below the video in the description, and that'll get you links back to our website. As always, I hope that you learned something new, you get ideas and inspiration, and subscribe so you don't miss anything from us here at Potomac Beads. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more inspirational designs.